Alright. Hey guys, I'm Mattmatt, and this is the Saboteur. It's a game made by Pandemic and published by EA. It's a GTA-like style game set in Nazi-occupied Paris, where you play as an Irishman. It's a pretty underrated game, but I'll explain more about it as we play. So, if you're ready on time, I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So straight away you're going to hear me mashing spacebar a lot to get past the cutscenes that would usually play during load screens. So what I need to hope for straight away is a good car. There's a lot of cars that are bad to drive but have good acceleration. This one is fast, but it's really bad to turn with. But this run starts off pretty hectic, so I'm going to explain. As you can see, I'm driving away from what I'm supposed to be doing. This mission has a small skip where if you drive to the point that you're supposed to do the final thing, which is to blow up a tanker, you can blow it up early without getting dynamite, but it's kind of risky. And this is what I'm talking about with the car. This car's handling is so bad that I couldn't turn and I lost all my speed. That was unlucky, but this is where it counts. So what I need to do to make this more consistent is I need to kill this guy and take his gun. There's a box that has grenades in it that I need to break to get the grenades. And if I kick that box, it will sometimes throw some of the grenades away, so I need to shoot it. And as you can see, I got 3. Let's hope this works. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I've got another one. Okay, there we go. So that can actually is a very bad run killer, because if I use all my grenades and it doesn't blow up, I would have had to go get another car, and like I probably would have had to reset the run and actually start it again if it goes wrong. So as you can see, the level progressed now. So this guy is Luke. We missed his introduction, but basically he runs the French resistance, and he wants us to join him to fight the Nazis. So this is basically the introduction to the game, where it explains what's going on, but obviously since I skip cutscenes you don't really get to know. Also, yes, there is boobs in this game. Calm down, lads. I don't know if you'll be able to see any. Yeah, there was one there. Keen eye. So that was like the game starting ahead, but now we're going to go back to the past, and it's going to explain how we got to this point. So now we're in Germany. So you can actually visit Germany in this game. It's like an upper section of the map. But now we've got to just do a long drive. Few shortcuts. These fences are brutal in this game. Like that. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. So sometimes you can just go through them like butter, nothing happens, you just drive through them, and sometimes they can just completely stop your momentum, like that. So that was unlucky. I probably shouldn't have took that shortcut, but this one I'm gonna do the save time. Also, rip cab.
German girls are crazy for racers. You'll have a dozen blonde beauties feeding us grapes, huh?
So yeah, this game basically plays like GTA, but it's a lot more lenient in what you can do in missions, and there's a lot of missions later on in the game where you can skip certain stuff just by going to later points, and I'll explain those missions when we get to them.
Don't you read the papers? Just the sports section. These Nazi bastards are itching for a fight. If they get their wish, we're all gonna be out of a job.
That's another fence that can really give you a bad day.
Why not to look suspicious? Right. I should have worn my leader hose. I'm serious.
So right here, it's gonna stop me, but I'm gonna pull up right against the fence. I'm not actually sure if that saves time, but it just gets you closer to the fence. So usually you would go up there because it's a little bit faster, but there's some explosive barrels that you would drive past, and if I hit them, this car is going to blow up and then I'm going to fail and I'm going to have to lose a lot of time, so I'm just going to go around it. It's not that much time loss. So I don't like fully know the story of this game like 100%. Like the only time I ever played this casually by watching the cutscenes was way back when it came out. So this game came out in 2009. So I'll try my best to explain what I think's going on from what I've learned from speedrunning the game. But yeah, so right here is a very punishing section. You have to kill 6 guys in a bar fight, and it's only a set select few that you're allowed to kill that count. Oh, that killed him. That was actually really good. So you see how they're all the same color? Basically now I'm just hoping I get the right 3 that I need to kill, because it's completely random. If I'd have been paying attention at the start, see, like that guy wasn't one. That guy was one, so one of these still isn't one of them. Okay, that was one. Will I get lucky? No, so I killed the wrong one. So I had to kill them all. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. So now I'm going to have to do a little trick that if I mess up, it's going to cost me a lot of time. So this is supposed to be a really fast chase sequence where you have to get away from the Nazis. And I'm going to take a specific line and a specific turn that where the Nazis will get stuck and they won't be able to follow me. So if I turn this corner right, that car will turn and they get stuck like that. Now I can just drive up and lose them instantly. That saves a lot of time. And if I mess that up, I have to like drive all the way around to lose them, and it's just not fun. Pretty good run so far, actually. Watch me PB when I don't have my splits open this time. But my PB is really good for this game, so probably not going to happen. So now I need to hope that a fast car spawns. It's not a big deal if it doesn't, but it's not fun if it doesn't. There's one, but that's too far away. I'll have to take this. Whatever. This car handles okay, but it's really slow. It's really slow. But it's what happens when you play GTA like games. It's just pretty much RNG the whole way. So if I hit a Nazi here and I get a wanted level, I say a wanted level, it's like it's called an alarm on this game. There's like 5 levels of alarms, 5 being the hardest, 1 being the easiest to lose. And if I get an alarm here, it can not be fun, because then I'm gonna have to lose them, and it's just pure RNG whether they spawn in front of me. So here I'm gonna try and do a trick where if I jump out the car at the right time, I can trigger the cutscene. I didn't get it. So what can happen is, I don't know how it works, but if you jump out, it can trigger the cutscene straight away. But I have no clue what causes it. So right now we're doing a race. This game's very fast. Okay, a lot of weird shit going on. So now we're doing a race. There's 2 races in this game. This one being really short, the other one being near the end. So I need to take a specific line. Now in practice, this guy trolled me, so I need to get ahead of this guy. That's it. I just need to get ahead of him. And that one guy kind of got in my way. This isn't looking good. That was kind of slow. Okay, there we go. That was alright. You can lose him on. You can get ahead of him usually on the first turn if you drive perfectly to that point. And I'm gonna try and run over Skylar. That's the chick that was in the red car who wanted to get freaky deaky, if you know what I'm saying. So this isn't mandatory. I just like running her over. She's on my car. That's I mean, okay. That's never happened before. I think actually one time I killed her. That wasn't fun. So yeah, we got a tailing mission. There's a faster strat to do this, but it's risky and I don't want to fail. So that clicking is my keyboard. And you'll be hearing it a lot here because I have to slowly accelerate and decelerate because if I get too close, I'll alert him, and that's not fun. I actually failed this section in my practice run yesterday. So at the end of this area, you speed up to hit the cutscene. And I started doing it too soon, and then his paranoia level went up all the way before I hit the cutscene. And that lost me like 3 minutes because I had to do the whole, all of this again, so. But yeah, this is a really underrated game that not many people know exists. I guess because it was because it was published by EA, a lot of people just... Oh my god. I wasn't paying attention, I nearly fucked that. That was close. That would not have been nice if that had happened. So now I want to speed up to hit the cutscene.
Fancy a little exercise. And you then come all the way out here for the view. Pretty rude of us to drop in without an invitation. I'm French. I'm supposed to be rude. Come on, let's get over that wall.
Alright, so now we just have to wait for my main man Jules. So we can then skip the cutscene, then climb over the wall. So I kind of want to go to the right before I try to climb it, because if I try to go straight and climb it, I'll just climb the taller pole, and that's slow. So now we have to dump this car. You know, story reasons. You can actually mess this up. If you throw the car too far right, or you get out the car too late, you can fly off the cliff yourself. But usually the car gets destroyed before you hit the water. I think if you fall into the water, the game doesn't fail you. I'm not sure. I've never done it. But I have made the car go too far right and then it hit an invisible wall. So now we've been captured by the Germans and we're in this massive military base. So we just want to get through this as efficiently as we can. So this game has parkour. A lot of fucking parkour. If only it controlled better than it looks. So basically it's just you literally mash space and that's it. Hello, George. So yeah, it takes a while. It's not like Assassin's Creed or anything where it goes like super fast. It's just, it actually is pretty slow. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall off and like hug the wall to the right, and that disables my fall damage. And I'm going to try and jump at a certain spot to fall straight down like that. That was really good. Pick up the gun, put it away. You can turn and run a lot easier if you have a gun. If you don't have your gun equipped. But it can be a bad time. So now this next part coming up is like pure RNG whether my car gets destroyed. And if it does, it's not going to be fun. Okay, he's on the other side. But he's going to shoot my car now. And I think this is what can make the car blow up. It was a grenade there. So, I have to drive a certain distance with this car. And since this is like a scripted mission, there's no set cars to spawn. In theory. Apart from Nazi vehicles. So if this car blows up, I'm literally going to have to walk the rest of the way. And in one of my practice runs the other day, that happened. And I had to walk like a minute to get there. So, yeah, that's not fun if that happens. Where am I going? So with this game, most of the time, I say most of the time, it's not really most of the time, but a lot of the points where you drive to and from, you can follow the waypoint. Oh, that wasn't good. Did that do damage to me? Anyway, a lot of the points you can follow the waypoint. But there's a lot of sections where I'm going to be going off the route that it wants me to because it's faster. I'm just going to run over a lot of Nazis. They all jumped out of the way.
This is madness. All these soldiers can't be after me. Something's going wrong. Something big. It's an invasion force. God help us all. Those
Oh, I got too close to that tree. That's not good. This drive usually goes smooth, but there's that one turn right there where you want to go to the left of that truck. Because if you go to the right, it's too slow. But I got a bit too close to the bush that was there, and I crashed into it. I should be okay, though. I've made it a decent amount. My car isn't smoking or anything, so I should be good. It shouldn't blow up now. So with this mission, you're basically following the waypoint till a certain point while I'll go off track. So my car's smoking now, but I'm basically nearly there, so it's fine. So now I'm gonna. Usually the game would want you to go around, but it's faster to just cut through this field. The game will stop you here, give you a cutscene, get out. Nice, just vault the car. That's it. Yep, that's what I want you to do. Now I want to try and jump this in a certain way so he doesn't vault it. There you go. Kill this guy. Now, okay, there's something to explain with this game because it's very awkward. The movement in this game it's kind of like Constantine in my run I did a few days ago. So in Constantine, if you go near a wall, the game will turn your camera. In this game's case, when you go near a wall or touch anything, you completely stop and you can't move. If you try to just hold D or A to go around the wall, it won't let you move. You literally have to like reposition yourself. And it's very like right there, I got stuck and I couldn't move just because I was touching a wall. Yes, there is boobs. Actually, no, there isn't any there. Like right there. I caught on the wall and it wouldn't let me turn. So that's the thing you're probably going to be seeing a lot in this run, is that happening.
Where's this going? Yeah, I got it.
So, just spoke to Luke again. We're now back in the present. We won't be going back into the past anymore. The game has basically done that part. So basically the gist of what happened is you get captured. The friend you were with dies, and this is basically your redemption of him dying as well as saving Paris. Because in this game, the Nazis are not nice people. So I'm going to... Wait, it's not there, what? Okay. So this car is my go-to car. It's one of the fastest cars in the game, and its handling is perfect. I'm lucky that I got one on the road there. And I'm going to be storing this car in my garage to use for the rest of the run later on, but I'm not this specific car. I have to hope later on that I get one. There's a lot of RNG with what cars the game gives you at the beginning. So if you haven't noticed by now, this game has like a noir-esque thing where if you don't own a territory or something like that, or the Nazis control the area that you're in, the game's black and white. But when you take control of it, the color comes back to the world, and then it's colorful again. That's a pretty cool concept. So, like the cutscene after this level, you would see it change from black and white to colorful. Oh, nice. So what I did there was I jumped before the thing started. So this guy we can just run past. He's irrelevant. So we're going to silently take out this guy. Take his gun. Take his outfit. So you can disguise yourself in this game.
It's not a great fit, but it'll have to do.
So now we're taking over this place and we're rescuing Vittore. Now I need to hope I can kill that guy and then turn off this alarm as fast as I can. I kind of grabbed that ledge there, which wasn't good, but nothing I can do. Like you have to like walk off at a certain spot so you don't grab it, but I was a bit too fast.
Where's this going?
Now this turn is really awkward. If I don't, I'm going to slow down to take it, because if I try to just sprint around that corner, I'm going to hit the wall and then I'm just going to completely stop. As you can see right here, the game kind of gets its color back in this section. So yeah, this game has mission complete screens that take up a few seconds every time you complete a mission.
I'll go have a chat. Where's this going?
Right, so now we're doing Bottle Shock. This mission is... It's not fun. So, first off, I have to hope I get a good car. And I didn't. I mean I did, but this car is it's fast, but it's not very good at handling. But I won't be using this car for very long, just like 1 or 2 missions. So whatever car I get here, I'm basically using for two missions. It's pure random, whatever spawns. So now I want to get a bottle of champagne. So I want to turn my car around so I can drive back. I want to use this pipe to get up on the roof. And I want to do a drop where I don't take damage. If I take damage, I could die when they start shooting at me, but let's hope not. Oh no, okay, that's not good. What I wanted to do is there's like a okay, that's fine. They didn't start shooting me straight away, so I healed. So there's like a flag there that you want to kind of push up against, and then that will stop you from taking that much damage. So now I'm gonna crouch walk off this so he'll turn around and then fall a certain distance to get down as fast as I can. That's pretty good. Now I've got to hope that I can lose the Nazis here before I get to this point. Now I want to just turn the car. That'll do. That car isn't very good at handbraking, so that's as best as I'm going to get it.
Where's this going?
When you have finished here, come find me. My place is right across the street from the bed.
Yeah, George, this game is super fun.
I brought them. Let's get down to business, shall we? You can't stay
Now we just have to
Come on.
wait till it lets us out.
No, you will not.
Veronique, I'm just looking out for you, that's all.
The way you looked at
There was a cool glitch that I could have showed after the run, but
necessary.
since we're pretty ahead of schedule, I'm not going to show it because that's just going to waste time. But it would have been cool to show. I will be doing one glitch, like actual glitch in this run, but it's not until towards the end of the game. Don't climb the ladder. That's good. So this next mission coming up requires pretty precise driving. And like I say, this car is really bad at turning, but I have to use this car for these next few missions, or it's just a waste of time to get another one. And the car that I need for the rest of the run, I will get on a specific mission, because I can't store a vehicle until a certain mission has been completed. So whatever car I get before then, I just have to use. But once I store that car, I'll be using that car for the rest of the run. Just the first like 20-30 minutes is just basically RNG cars. So as you can see there, I cannot handbrake turn with that car to face the other way. I need to go back the way I came.
Sure. So what are we talking about here? Any idea?
Well, I mean, you let me know if I can show off the glitch at the end. But the thing is, the glitch requires a setup 3 minutes to wait for, so it probably would be better to not show it off. I was mostly thinking about doing it if we were ahead of I mean, if we were ahead. Did I say ahead? I don't know what I said. So now what I did was I pulled up to trigger this sequence before I parked the car. Make sure this guy doesn't see us. He can turn around here. He didn't. Okay, so we can turn around there. So you have to wait to see if he's going to do that. So now we're just going to alt key to follow him. So if you alted, you just walk. And then we're going to take him out once we get on the grass. Take him out too soon, they'll see you, and that's not good. Did they actually... Okay. I mean, that's a good start. This run was actually going pretty well up until that point. I have no idea how he saw me. Anyway. Let's see if he'll turn around this time. Yeah, like that. So we can turn around like that. But yeah, this game is brutal in some sections with what it can do to you. That's why I'm happy with my PB. I'm gonna wait a bit longer this time before I take him out. So one of them saw me behind me, but I have no idea how that. I've never failed that before ever. That could have took me all the way back to the start of the mission. I would have had no idea. Anyway, so now we have to do some pretty precise turns to hit this trigger. And it's kind of awkward to do it fast. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, see, like you have to basically turn that corner so I can hit this trigger. Oh, that's not good. There's a Nazi right there. That's not. That's no.
There you are, you rat bastard. There's your reward, Judas. Don't spend it all in one place.
I hope he doesn't notice me. We should be okay though. I just need what I need to do is I wouldn't be able to progress if I got an alarm. So now we take off the disguise
Where's this going?
because it can mess us up. So now we're gonna get loads of dynamite, loads of grenades, and that's it for the rest of the run with those. So if you do this mission a specific way, you can make it so that you never get an alarm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant dynamite and I'm going to cancel it when I put it down, and that means it won't blow up on a timer. I'm going to throw a grenade there, and if I do it correctly, I shouldn't get an alarm. There you go. If you shoot anyone there, there's a chance that you'll get the alarm, and then you just have to lose it before you can end the mission, and that's very slow. So same thing, dynamite down, cancel, and then throw a grenade to blow it up. And now I'm going to walk away from him to cancel his dialogue. And then I'm going to walk back. And next up is, I think it's Grand Theft Limo. Yeah, Grand Theft Limo. So this is the mission I was talking about, where after this mission I can now store a car. This mission is about stealing a car. And storing it. So I need to run over a specific enemy here. I think I got him. So there's one guy, that guy right there at the far back that I made go flying, him there. He's scripted to get in this car and drive it away. And I've had times where I've drove in, I've pulled up, I've got in the car, and then as I'm driving out, he just fucking grabs me and pulls me out, and it's not fun. And then I have to chase him down to get the car back, and it can be a nightmare. So just make sure you run him over. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, these train tracks is the fastest way to get from that area I was in to the slaughterhouse, which is where I'm heading to. There's a lot of sections in this game where you can skip little bits of dialogue or skip certain sections by just jumping out the car. So here I'm going to jump out the car before I hit the trigger. And that triggers his dialogue straight away, so I don't have to get out the car and then talk to him to do it. So far this run's been pretty good, apart from failing that mission once. So now it's liberty or death. This is the mission where I need my car. So when I finish this mission... Actually, I just thought of a time save. In this game, you can save warp. Like quick saving, quick loading. This game has quick save and quick loading. Which actually does a lot of the glitches, but they're not useful. So, okay, I didn't get the car I want. So I need the specific car that I want for this mission to store in the garage for the rest of the run. And it didn't spawn here, so now I have to hope I get it during this drive. And this car is like literally the slowest car in the game. So it couldn't have spawned any worse a car for me. So if I see one of those cars, I'm just taking it because I need it for the rest of the run. But in my practice run yesterday, I didn't get a single one, and oh, nice texture glitch. There's one. That's the car right there. I need this car. So yeah, so this game has quick save, quick loading. So what I was thinking is after I've parked the car and I get the mission finished, I could just quick save, quick load to get into there, but I don't think it'd be faster. So yeah, as you can see, there's some texture bugs with the floor. Like right now, there's like no texture on the floor. It can be caused by quick saving, quick loading, using the glitches to do with that, but it can also be caused by a bunch of things that I don't understand. So now I'm going to turn the car around because when I've done this, I want to leave. So this part, you want to open all these cages without getting shot, because if you get shot at in a certain places, you'll slow down. Right now, I haven't slowed down yet. But if there's an enemy right behind you or right in front of you that's shooting you, you will lose all your sprint speed and you won't be able to move. And that's not fun. That was good. I never got slowed down once there, so that was good. Now we'll just get back in the car. In peace. Now I'm glad that I got this car to spawn, because having this car now means that I don't have to get it on the way back, so I don't have to worry about it. Usually I lose the alarm around that corner, so pretty much the same point that I lose it every time. So now we're just going to take a certain path to get back. And it's along this driveway. I would have looked for the car if I hadn't got it on the way there. But trust me, getting this car is worth it over, you know, it's worth getting out and then finding it and then taking it than not, because this car is very easy to drive and it's very fast. Alright, so now I'm gonna put the car in the garage, get out, that stores it, and then I get back in. Now I'm gonna just pull it up for this next mission coming up. So this next mission has some funny dialogue. Which you'll see. So this is special delivery. We have to talk to Luke first, and then we can start the mission.
Spit it out. We have men ready to fight at your command. Where were we? You did a
but this mission is just basically driving. But it's got some funny dialogue. So we're basically taking Veronique to I mean, we think we're taking her to deliver a package, but that package is a bomb. She can get stuck. Okay, she didn't. That's good. She can get stuck in that hallway. Let's just say, that's one thing I haven't mentioned. The AI in this game is sometimes so stupid. There's one guy in this game called Bryman, and he's the worst AI I think I have ever seen, apart from Bill in The Last of Us. It is ridiculous. He can just walk out of bounds and get stuck. He just stands there for no reason. You'll see when I get to him. I'll mention him when I get there, but thankfully that's literally all in one mission, is what I just said. All of that happens in one mission. So now we just have to wait for her to pick up the package. It might be a bit faster if I pull a little bit forward, but usually it doesn't matter.
all set?
Oui, merci. Now, we just need to make the delivery.
So this is one of the missions where you follow the waypoint.
So why'd you wait so long?
Because it's the fastest route.
Glad you did. It's just, well, it's been ages since we hung about like this.
But there's a few missions where I will be following the waypoint for a certain amount of time, and then I'll be straying off to go a different direction.
I understand that.
Oh, well, it does not seem to have slowed you down much. The girls at the bell tell me you love to drink them all under the bed.
I think you mean under the table.
Do I? Well, I'm so glad you sobered up in time to help me with my little... There it is.
Alright.
Where's this going?
So now I'm just gonna... Oh,
That Fräulein. What is that you have?
sorry.
Oh, it is just some cheese and wine for Colonel Straub.
No.
Straub is the lucky one, yeah?
So, just run over some people while you wait. You want to wait for her to go in before you pull up. Because if you don't, she'll get spooked by the car and then she won't go inside. Because watch, these guys will get spooked by it. Look at that, they just move. So, I want to park a bit forward, about here, because if I don't, she'll get stuck on the wall. Okay, I parked it a bit too far forward.
Allez, go! Drive!
What's going on?
Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's good.
Holy shite!
Yeah, so if I do that perfectly,
Why didn't you tell me you were planning to
I can
stop
lose the
all
Nazis
this long?
literally straight away.
Your bloody mind.
I knew you would try to
But
stop me.
before I skipped the cutscene, there was a car right in the way, but when I skipped it, it moved out of the way, so that was okay.
They murdered my brother. I volunteered for this.
Looks like you
Yeah.
volunteered to
So
fuck off.
even if I don't lose them on that first turn, I probably would have lost them by the time I get here anyway. So you don't have to take this marker. You can just ignore it. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Cabalese for finding quite a lot of stuff in this game. I basically picked up this game to do any percent. So the category I'm doing now is all missions. All main missions. This isn't like all missions in the game, including side missions. This is just the main story missions. Because this game has a secret ending. Where you would... What you would do is there's a perk system in this game. And there's a perk to allow you to get a gun on your car, which is the Aurora. We don't have that yet. It was the car I used in that first race, the blue car. And you can get a perk to get a gun on that car. But the perk system starts straight away when you start the game. So what you do is you play and do enough for the challenges that you need to do to unlock the perk to allow the gun on the Aurora. And that allows you to shoot in that race. And you can kill the main bad guy of this game, which is Dierka. You can kill him in that race, and that gives you the credits. It's a secret ending. I went the wrong way. Doesn't matter. I'm basically going old route now. Because I was talking, I completely went the wrong way. I was meant to go on the train tracks. Whatever. I can go this way. You wouldn't have saw this route till later on in the run, but I'm doing it now. So this was the original route I used to take for this drive, but what I would do now is I'd go along the train tracks instead. But it's whatever. It's only a little bit slower. Just a little bit. But you'll see me go back on the train tracks on the way back, which I'm then going to do the first save warp in the game. These rocks right here, like right there, those rocks on that bridge can just completely flip your car. And I've had it to where I've actually drove over the first start of the bridge, and it's just completely launched my car over the bridge into the water. That's not fun. But yeah, the drive that I took there wasn't that much slower, so it's fine. It's the perks of running a game in a marathon when there's a lot to explain. So right here, I want to walk off. So I parked my car up top because the mission's here. But after the cutscene, it puts you up there in the church. So I parked my car there so I can leave the church and then get into the car. Right, so, oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. you push up against anything and you just can't move. So now I'm going to go back the way I was supposed to go to get here. But this time I'm going to do a save warp. So the way save warping works is there's districts. And when you're in a certain district, if you load or save, it takes you to the safe house that's in that area, or the closest one to it. So driving to this section, I wouldn't have been able to save warp because there's no thing to warp to. But on the way back, I can warp to the slaughterhouse. So right here, there's usually always a train. Let's see if it's there. It's usually always there. Yeah. So I kind of have to get off and just stay off the track for a bit. So yeah, driving in the middle of the track is like the most consistent way. So here I'm going to do the save warp. So I quick save and then quick load. So F5 is to quick save, and then F6 is to quick load. And all this does is it just gets me back to the safe house. And now I'm going to take another car, which there's been speculation if this warp is even faster, but it gives me a fresh car for buried secrets, which is nice. So now you're going to see me use the mechanic that gives you the cars, and also that mechanic is very broken. But like I say, if I have time, I'll show off that glitch at the end. So yeah, all I basically did was warp a little bit to get back, but the speculation at the time it takes to actually get out and then get the car again is probably slower maybe than just driving. But this mission you can take a lot of damage, and if my car blows up before I get to the top, it's not fun. So yeah.
I'm glad you.
Brevity, please, love.
Yeah, I got it.
So now we're gonna drive in this cemetery. I'm going to be using first person view here to be able to turn a little bit better, because when you're in the zoomed out view, a lot of the things can get in your way of the camera and you can't see where you're going. So it's better to use like the trees and stuff. Now I want to park my car in a certain spot because this wall can be a pain to get over. Like this, like it's just you get stuck. I need to kill this guy to take his gun, which I did. In my practice run yesterday, he completely, like, I killed him. Oh, hello. Nice. I killed him and the gun just went flying. I didn't get it, but it's fine. It just makes this fight a little bit faster if I have it. I can get it in this fight, but this is the gun that I'll be using for most of the game. So these are the flamethrower guys. Not very nice. This is a very slow fight. Okay. So now I want to get as close to this box as I can. That'll trigger it to start the cutscene. And now I want to find an MP40. I don't need it, but it's nice to just take one. Like, I have to find it before the cutscene fades away.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So this right here, you can actually get into the car before this starts. But that makes her go around the back of the car to get in, and if you don't do it, most of the time she'll go around the front, and that's obviously faster. So let's see what. Yeah, she went around the back. There's nothing I can do about her. So now I want to go around this because there's an invisible barrier next to the Colosseum on the left that can stop me if I drive into it, and sometimes that big wooden light thing, if I drive into it, sometimes, if not most of the time, it will completely stop me and it won't brake because I don't have enough speed to brake it. Like a massive truck can't brake that.
What? You don't like the color?
We'll never outrun those patrol cars in this piece of shite.
We won't have to. I've arranged to meet up with a few of your mates from the local
So now it's gonna
had a special
introduce us to the fight back system, which I used to use towards the end of the run before that glitch that I was talking about was found, which you'll see when I get there.
I've marked it
That was unlucky. The Nazi cars in this section are complete RNG, and I've had it once where the part where I'm supposed to park, one of the Nazi vehicles literally parked in the way and I couldn't get in. Right here, there was a vehicle chilling right there, right here, and I couldn't drive in. So now we're going to fight back. So basically, what it is you get to a certain spot, and then you kill a certain amount of Nazis, which then allows you to lose the alert. Like, these Nazis are also complete RNG. There could be loads, there could be like one. It all depends on how the game's feeling. If you're gonna get stuck, sometimes you can get stuck trying to get back in the truck. So now I wanna stick to the left here because there's some poles on top of this hill, and sometimes the truck won't destroy them. And if it doesn't, I just completely stop, and that's not fun. Nice, I forgot to close my origin. Yeah, because this game, since it's a EA game, it uses Origin. You can also get it on GOG as well. But there's a load remover for this game. This run is timed RTA. Like, all the leaderboard times are compared via RTA. Hello? Also, shout out to Suicide Machine for the load remover for this game. But yeah, so
That wasn't so bad.
it uses also nice cockpit. This always happens if you get it. So it uses RTA. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a new strat that's been recently found, where if I take out a car from this mechanic here, I'm going to use it later on. So because I'm right next to this mechanic, it doesn't lose me any time to walk to him. So me taking out that car there to pick up later on is faster than getting it out at that point. So basically that car right there is going to stay there for a while, and I'll get it later. So now this would have been the point where I would have introduced this route to get to that place that I was talking about. I used to use this route twice in the run, but then I swapped the first route for the faster route, but I accidentally went this way the first time. So you've already seen this. As you can see, the fences are already broken. These fences can also screw you over and just completely make you lose all your speed and stop. So I want to drive a certain... Oh, I knocked over. It's whatever. If you get an alert here, it means nothing because you can lose it really easily. But most of the time, if you're fast enough after you run over the Nazi, you can avoid it anyway. Like right there, I didn't even get an alert like they were aware of me, even though I just ran one over. So that was weird. Well, let's see if these rocks are gonna bounce me again. Well, I was close. So coming up is a really cool mission, but it can be very punishing. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a safer strat for it, for one section, but if I get stuck, it's not going to be fun. So it's called Viva la Resistance. Hold on. So right here, I've got, if I run away, it skips her dialogue. So I don't have to wait for her to finish talking before it goes to the load screen. Then I just run back and get back in the car. Right, so now I'm gonna park the car here. Which then I'm gonna use for this mission. If I spam space here, there's a dialogue thing that I can skip straight away, and if I do it right, I can build up loads of speed to run to the car. Because when you jump in this game... Also, this is another mission that I was talking about. So this mission wants me to get a truck to smash through this gate. Well, not to smash through it, but to get in without alerting them. But I can just, you know, take this car and just drive straight through. You don't need to get the truck.
Special delivery.
Right. So, I'm now in a big army base. The safe strat is to kill this guy with the flamethrower. So, what I'm basically want to be doing is, I need to plant a dynamite. I'm going to cancel so I can shoot it instead of waiting for the timer. I should get a checkpoint here. Now, I need to get through this part without getting stuck. If I get stuck, I'm going to take a lot of damage. Okay, that's good. That'll do. Now, to destroy these red barrels. Can you not take cover? Thanks. Now, I need to get past this without taking too much damage either. That was not good. I'm going to have to wait now. So that was what I was talking about. The instance of you getting stuck because the game, they're shooting you and you can't move. So you want to kill these guys. You can shoot this guy going past. There's also one guy up these stairs, usually, yeah, right there. Shoot that guy. I got a bit too close to him. I was meant to shoot him like straight away in the flamethrower, so he would have blown up, but it missed a few shots. So now we're in a big zeppelin. Now this section is a section that you can die on very easily because the game's climbing system is not nice. And you'll see when I do it. So it's basically a pretty cool scripted section where everything's exploding. You have to jump over certain spots. Right here, this zip line, you just won't grab it sometimes when you jump to it. It's completely random. Now this one as well. Now if we let go at a certain point, you can hit the cutscene. I don't know what you mean about keep getting... okay, so right here after this mission, I'm going to do another save warp. I don't know what you mean about keep getting Steam messages. I literally got 2. And that's it. I was meant to close my Steam and my Origin, but I forgot. I was in a rush, okay? I've had like 2 hours sleep. Please. Okay. So we talked to him. Now we're going to go back to the bell. And I'm going to do another... Wait, is it here that I do the save? Yeah. We're going to do another save warp. But first I need to get a car off the mechanic. So the same route again, we're just going to drive back along these train tracks, warp at the same spot, but this time when we warp it'll put us in a cutscene because the cutscene would play when we get back to the safe house. I think like overall across the run all the quick load warps would save around about like 2 minutes, I think, something like that. I'm not sure, it was never timed. There's a few that are pretty save a decent amount of time. Like there's one coming up in a later mission which saves a decent amount of time. That one that I just did saves a decent amount of time. It's right here, yeah. The same train's always there. You just have to go around it. It's usually in the exact same spot. I don't know if it's scripted or not, but it's usually there. So yeah, I'm gonna do another quick save, quick load here. Yeah, so now it starts a cutscene. It's not a cutscene that means anything, it's just like a dialogue thing.
Short and sweet, brother. Santos could
I've heard enough.
So now we're gonna get another car. You'll see this a lot, me going to the mechanic to get out of the car, but like I say, it's better than just relying on RNG random cars that you pick up. And also there is actually a system that allows you to spawn a car in front of you. Now, I haven't really messed around with that a lot, apart from one point in the run where I'll be using it with the Aurora. I probably could set this as my getaway car and teleport it to me. But I haven't really messed around with any strats with that. So, like, I basically ran this game back in February for a while. And then I de-rusted it for the marathon. I was happy with my PB, so I didn't continue playing, but maybe there's something to mess around with there. So basically we warped to this location to talk to this guy. Now, remember earlier when I said that I got a car out the garage thing, so it would be faster to take it at that point. This is where I take it. So usually I would have to walk up to the mechanic and then take it out again, but taking it out in that mission saves like maybe 2 seconds. It's just a small optimization. Let me just turn the car around. Bad handbrake turn. So now this is a mission called Whisper and a Roar. This mission went because I did a blind speedrun of this, which took like 5 hours, and this mission probably took about 40 minutes of that because I didn't know that there's a little strat you can do, which you'll see. So usually we're going to a different spot. Usually I'd go to the left over the train tracks, but we're not going there. So I'll go the way that you would usually go to get to that location. But obviously going over the train tracks is a tiny bit faster. So now it starts a cutscene. So there's basically these 3 armored trucks that we need to destroy. So I get you thinking like, oh, he's going to plant some dynamite or he's going to throw grenades. No. What I'm going to do is climb up onto this roof. And on top of this roof there is a big gun, which I'm going to use to blow up the trucks. And if I do it correctly, I can actually blow them up without even getting an alarm. So I'm going to kill this guy because he gets in my way. So now I'm going to shoot them. 1, 2, 3, get out. And there you go. Didn't even get an alarm. There you go. That was really good. I actually managed to jump off the roof before it gave me the mission complete screen, which is nice. So now we just drive back. So now we've got to do get some contraband. So we just have to talk to him twice, and that unlocks a new mission, which we're then going to drive to. Now this is where we meet the almighty Bryman. So you know I was talking earlier about a retarded AI? Well, this mission is the one that does it. So in this mission we have to rescue Bryman from a prison. And let's just say he isn't the most cooperative when getting arrested because he'd rather stay there out of bounds inside of a wall. Yeah, I don't know. Like this is a mission that can lose you a lot of time depending on what he does. Most of the randomness in this game is like traffic and stuff like that. This is like one of the sections which is literally pure RNG. So what I want to try and do, I want to manipulate him by looking at him, and that should make sure that he doesn't get lost or teleport out of bounds. I honestly wouldn't mind him to teleport through the wall because then it would be pretty funny. But we'll see what happens. Like, we'll just see. It could be a really good Bryman. Nice car. It could be really good or it could be really bad. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, this game is pretty hard. If you don't know what you're doing. Casually, quite a lot of the missions in this game are pretty rough. And even the speedrun, like, I'm probably going to die. I've already failed one mission, but that was like user error. I took out the guy in a mission too soon, and they saw me do it, and then that ripped me.
Where's this going?
Yeah, so now we're gonna go save Bryman.
That's all I need to know.
And this is another safe house that we're going to be warping to later on too. So we're not going to take that car again, we're going to take this one. We're going to get a new one out, saves turning that one around. And it's, you know, new, so there's no risk of anything going wrong. Because technically I shouldn't, oh, nice bush. Technically I shouldn't take damage on the car at the start. But I need to do a handbrake turn here at a certain point to where I can hit the checkpoint and then drive in. And if there's something in my way, it's going to be kind of like there's a car right there. I should be okay. So I want a handbrake turn so it faces me this way. That was perfect. And then I can drive in. Because that checkpoint stops you. Now I need to fully stop here before I get out because he can just dive out of the car. So I want to kill these two guys. I want to throw a grenade. I want to look away. If I look away from a grenade, it blows up. Sometimes if I'm looking at it, it doesn't blow up straight away. Kill the flamethrower, guys. Now here's Bryman. So I'm going to let him out the cell. Sometimes he can warp backwards out the back of the cell, which is good. No, he's going out the door. So I want to wait for him. I want to wait for him to get here. Now I want to kill these guys because killing them is not a good idea. Oh, he's yep. So this is classic Bryman right here. Classic Bryman. So he just stands there like a tit, and you have to shoot him to get him to follow you again because he's an actual retard. So right there, the guys on top of the roof that have the snipers are shooting me. I've never had this happen. Usually there's a few guys that are outside that I kill, and that's it. I've never had those guys on the roof shooting me. And also I need to lose this alarm before I get back. Okay. So now I need to do a handbrake turn and hit the trigger at the same time so I can drive backwards after I've done it. So it's kind of difficult one to do. There you go. Usually you can handbrake turn straight into it, but there I didn't get it. Classic Bryman. Yep, classic Bryman. That is pretty what happened there is pretty common. But him teleporting through the wall and just walking inside of the building is pretty stupid, and it doesn't happen that often. But when it does, there's nothing you can do apart from just wait for him to actually clip back out of bounds to get in the car. But yeah, him standing still like that is pretty common. Like, you just have to get out and shoot him again. I don't know if it's he gets scared or something, but it's classic Bryman. He's supposed to be this tough guy that gives you all these missions to do, but he's just a fucking pussy. So I'm gonna talk to Luke again. Just so he can tell me to go talk to Bryman. I don't know why I couldn't have just, like, you know, gave him a little dial-up, you know, and then he could have told me to go talk to Bryman that way. Why did I have to drive all the way to him? So there's actually, I should mention this. So there's 3 camera views. Also, that fence spawns when you get close to him, and he's on top of it when it spawns, so he can, like, sometimes get flung up into the sky. It's really funny. But yeah, there's 3 types of camera in this game. There's the really zoomed out one, which is the one I use. There's this one, and then there's the and then there's the first person. I prefer the zoomed out one because it gives me a lot more of a view of what I'm doing. The world record holder with this game, his name is Griboro. He's a pretty cool guy. He uses this camera, but I just prefer to use the zoomed out one. If you're wondering, my PB is 213 something, and the world record is 210. And there's a lot of strats that I don't do in my run that he does, which I probably should do. Maybe I just don't know them, to be honest. But my rout's pretty efficient. Like, I've got quite a decent amount of time to save on this game, but the problem is there's just a lot of things that can go wrong, like I say. So basically, what this mission wants us to do is it wants us to go the path that it was trying to tell us to go, and then like kill loads of dudes and get to this thing. But we're just gonna go around and approach it from the back. So this is gonna be the only time you're gonna see me go out of bounds. So I'm gonna plant this explosive. And then I'm going to get to a certain point on this wall. Which is about here. No, actually a bit lower. Here. And then I'm going to blow up the thing that I just planted. Now I'm going to be floating. I'm going to wait for the thing to fall. And then I'm going to go over. And now I'm basically out of bounds inside this building. The reason I wait is because I've actually been killed by that falling debris before. But yeah, so I come in here so I don't take damage because I'm waiting for the mission to end. Because I'm going to do a save warp. This doesn't save time coming in here, but it just makes it so I don't die. Even though, like I said, I have died by that thing falling on me. So yeah, so now we're going to save warp, and then we're just gonna leave this area because we don't want to be in here. So we're going to get into the car. And now we're going to take a kind of an awkward little path. Which you can't really see what's going on half the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if I crash here because it's kind of awkward to do. I'm going to use first person, try and make it a bit easier. Okay, that'll do. And then I have to go back that same way. And I think going back is probably harder. But yeah, that was another example of the how powerful the fences are in this game, just completely stopping all my speed.
What's your point,
Do you want to talk to this guy? Now, basically you're supposed to wait for the next mission to spawn. But you can just drive there. And most of the time it'll appear before you get there, so... Yes, now I want to drive back the same way that we came. It's kind of awkward to do it, but... Yeah, there you go. And now we want to handbrake turn down here, and there you go. There's a lot of trees and a lot of debris, and those two gaps in the wall that I went through there have like the barriers for the sides of it are way bigger than the actual collision looks. So you can crash into that, and that's not fun. So now we're going to do Rolling Thunder. This mission is very interesting, but also it can go pretty wrong. There's two sections you have to do in this mission, which the first one isn't that difficult, but the second one you can die on, and there is faster strats for it, but I don't do those. It involves using the car. But yeah, like for how hard it is to do the faster strats, it's not worth it. But yeah, it's very easy to die. I actually, in my practice run yesterday, I died. Lost like a minute and a half. Because if you die on it, you have to do it all over again. That's not good. I meant to handbrake turn sooner so the car was facing back the way I came, but I handbrake turned a bit too early. I mean, a bit too late. There's actually a lot of spots you can get killed by falling debris in this game if you're too fast. So I want the gun equipped for this mission because when I go to plant the sabotages, if I don't have the gun out, sometimes he will just punch. But if I have the gun out, I'll always put the sabotage down. So I'm going to take a specific route here to plant these.
Perfect.
That was perfect, jump.
Here.
That jump's actually kind of difficult. You can actually fail that and just completely fall. So now we have to climb up here and then jump backwards to get on this one. By the time you get to this point, your health's pretty low. And I need to get back across this gap. Oh, shit. Okay. That's fine. I just have to climb a ladder again. Jumping across that part is very hard, and I nearly, like, jumped out of bounds. I'm so glad that, I say out of bounds, like, off the bridge. There was, like, a thing, on the that's the wrong way. So now I want to jump onto the zip line. I have to use this to get back. Now I want to take a specific route when I'm running here, because this part next to me is like Nazi occupied territory, and if I'm too close to it, I can get an alarm. I was lucky enough to lose the alarm. Like I lost the alarm straight away, but sometimes you don't even lose the alarm till you get back to the car. And if I get too close to that area, it can make me keep the alarm. So that was the first part of the mission. Now we got the harder part.
They did. The first engineer they sent died suddenly in his sleep.
How'd you hear?
I was lying next to him at the time.
I thought you didn't mix business with pleasure.
His pleasure. My business.
So Bishop's got you turning tricks for it now.
We're prepared to use any means necessary to stop the Nazis from acquiring an atomic bomb.
So this is the part I died on. So basically what we're doing now is we have to hijack a train to save a guy. There's a lot of enemies on the train that are completely bullshit. And I think this level introduces you to the big brute. I say it's a big brute. It's more just like a really armored guy. I don't think you see any up until this point. And they have these guns called the Terror MP, which are very high fire rate and they do a lot of damage. So it's actually hard to do this level efficiently without taking too much damage. So it's more planting explosives. So we plant one. I think we just plant one, and then we have to get to the end of the train. So the strat would be, the faster strat is to plant that explosive, and then you get in a car and drive to the end. But a lot of stuff can go wrong with that. Whereas with this, I just need to optimize shooting and not take too much damage. So right here, I'm taking a little bit too much damage than I'd like. So I want to get down here to recover. Okay, so up there is the brute guy, him right there. So you want to aim for their head. I also want to kill him because I want to pick up his gun, the Terror MP that I was talking about. So I'm going to pick that up now. Which I'll use for later missions. Now, I can actually take a lot of damage on this part because there's a lot of enemies shooting at you. It looks okay. I think I'm good. Okay, so now we have to stop the train. And if I do a quick jump there, I can land on top of that railing and then do another jump. And now I have to... oh, that's not good. Get this guy. So that's that mission. I didn't die, which is good, so I'm happy with that. So I jumped there by accident, but what I should have done was run towards her to start talking to her, but I was mashing to skip the cutscene. So now this car is the slowest car in the game. There is a strat to do a specific thing. I think you kill yourself with dynamite, and that makes cars spawn. But you need a 4-door car. So instead of just wasting time doing that, I'd rather just take this piece of shit and drive it there instead of just trying to get a better car when, to be fair, there's only like one better car, and even then it's fast, but the handling's still shit. So it's basically just you do it to get the car. But yeah, I'm trying to explain other strats that there is that I don't do, and the reason is why. And like I say, it's not worth it. Like because I'm not really bothered about world record in this game, so doing stuff like that car you just saw, that's the car you'd want. It's pretty fast. Yeah, that car right there that you see in front of me, it's fast and it's 4-door. This car's 4-door, but it's very slow. So you're basically just hoping that car will spawn. So now I'm going to take a specific route here where I'm going to go up this alleyway. And when you go up this alleyway, you always lose the Nazis, no matter what. There's never been once that I've drawn up here and haven't lost them, because they just can't path up here properly. So by the as long as it's an alarm 1, by the time you drive up there, you'll lose that alarm.
I'm sorry, Dr. Kessler. Your daughter was not part of the deal. I'll look into it once she's safely out of the country.
This is not a negotiation.
So now we're gonna take the train tracks again.
Slit my own wrists before I build bombs for your government.
Jesus, keep your knickers on, Doc. If your girl is here, we'll find her. Okay, Doc, we're almost there.
Oh crap. Okay. Also, another thing I haven't mentioned yet because it hasn't really been an issue is the curbs in this game. Sometimes the curbs can just completely stop you, and it's literally random. Like, I don't know what causes it to happen, but it's not fun when it does. Alright. Oh, you have to talk to Luke, yeah, my bad. I was going the wrong way anyway. Sometimes there's tiny little things that I sometimes forget. Like, I did one run yesterday, but before that I hadn't played the game for like a week. So, to be fair, I'm not doing too bad. So right now I'm going to get another car. Obviously I want my good car. I don't want no crap cars. Now we're going to go to do an irrelevant mission where all we do is drive to this guy and get some papers that allow us to go through a barricade, that allow us to go through a Nazi checkpoint, but we're just going to ram through it anyway. Like, you get these papers so you can sneak through without getting the alarm, but that's really slow because all you need to do is just drive a specific way when you go through and you'll lose them instantly. So this mission I'm doing now is just basically irrelevant. But you have to do it and you can't progress, so yeah, there's a few people that speed on this game, but not very often. Like, I'm probably the only one that does it somewhat regularly, but not even that regularly. The community's pretty small.
Where's this going?
So I have to talk to him again to get the papers.
You do a favor for me?
And then we go back. So there's two sections in this game where you have to use contraband, which is basically the money in this game, and you use it to buy you use it to unlock a mission, and then you use it there to get the papers. But with all the cars you cause throughout the run, you always have enough every time. I've never had it where I haven't had enough to buy the thing I need. And now we're gonna do save walk back. Hey, Suey. So we do save warp there. Now we're gonna do south of Cien, which is a pretty interesting mission, especially because the way he says the guy's name is pretty funny. So Luke says like Mingo, and it sounds funny.
We will rendezvous with Mingo.
Mingo. So I'm gonna get another car. There's a lot of this. Just get in the car. Like right there, I'm pressing enter, but it's just not selecting it. So if I do this correctly, I should be able to drive off, and he should instantly lock on to the car. And now we're gonna basically drive to that Nazi checkpoint I was talking about. But obviously we're not going to slow down. Usually you would slow down, they would come up to the car, check your papers, and then carry on driving, but I'm just going to smash through it because I want to go fast, not slow.
I am told English women are bold on the outside, but warm on the inside. No, I thought you were meant to be a classy bloke. Why don't we take Skylar and Veronique up to La Havre this weekend for a little wine tasting? Isn't there still a war on? All the more reason, boss. Here comes trouble.
Right. So that's the checkpoint, and all you do is drive up this road for like about a meter, and you lose it instantly. Crashing into that lamppost wasn't part of the plan, but you drive up the road and then you do a U-turn to get round here.
Looks like we're almost there. Thank
And that's the way to do that.
This is the place. Keep your eyes open.
So now I'm gonna do
Right.
is you're meant to talk to the people, do the meeting first, but I'm gonna pull up the car because, like I say, I'm all about going fast. So I want to get the car ready for them to get into. It also means I don't have to shoot people, which is nice. Are they gonna get stuck on that? They shouldn't do. So when you talk to them, the Nazis come. I've got to hope they can get in the car. There we go. Now we're gonna drive a specific route to lose them and get to the place you want to go. But this is one route where I sometimes get confused of what I'm doing. This is one drive that I'm not fully confident in performing well. But I should be okay. Like, I have an idea where I'm going.
Shite. Look, over here. Get back in the fucking car.
How did the crowds know we'd be here?
There must be a leak somewhere.
Don't look at me. This meeting was your idea.
Shut your traps, both of you. We're not out of this mess yet.
Right, so now we're going to drive to the catacombs, which is it's going to be another, like, safe house. I don't actually think we ever warp to this safe house at all.
Watch the road.
Oh, this isn't good. I'm stuck again. Don't. Oh, thank fuck for that. So there's a thing I can do there, but I messed it up. So you can if I didn't jump out the car like I did, I can press E to get inside this place before I get the mission complete, and it skips the mission complete screen. But because I pressed E to get out the car too soon, I dove out. And I actually have had it where once I dived out the car, and I got underneath that thing which I was under, and I got stuck and I couldn't get out, so I had to quick save, quick load, and I had to do the mission again. That could have lost me a lot of time just by getting stuck like that. I'm pressing enter, can you please? Okay. Then we can drive back to the bell. There's another warp we're gonna do here. This warp is actually can sometimes mess up. I was testing something in my run yesterday and I warped too soon and had to do this drive again. But it's like if it happens, it's not a big deal. It's like what, like 40 seconds or something like that. So I'm gonna make sure I get it. So you basically pass these boxes. I'm gonna wait till I get down here, and then I'm gonna quick load. I want to know that I do it right, because I don't want to have to do the drive again. So we quick warp here. And now we're going to do Repo. It is Repo Man, isn't it? Yeah, Repo Man. So this is the mission where we get the Aurora, which is the blue car I was talking about. It's where we get it back. So this drive is really fun because we get to run over some cows and see them explode. So that's nice. What? I was holding left, but it didn't turn. Nice. Yeah, so here's the cows that we're gonna run over. Try and get a bunch of them. Oh yeah. It's too good. So now we're gonna drive up here, and weave in between these trees down this path. Obviously, it's faster than going around. This mission can actually be quite annoying, especially this first part. So I want to park the car here, and I want to hope that I don't get shot too much that I'll stop sprinting. Like right now, as you can see, I'm getting shot and it's stopping me from sprinting. So I kill that guy. Just because if I don't, he'll just keep shooting me when I'm walking towards him. Can you jump? Thanks. So I want to kill him, so he can be a pain in the ass. Oh, there's another one. I killed the wrong one. Nice. This isn't good. I want to shoot the... What? Did that dynamite really knock me over? If I die... Okay. Yeah, so like I said, this mission can be a bit brutal. So now this is the Aurora. We're basically getting the car back. And something can happen in this tunnel. There's a car in this tunnel, and if you crash into it, most of the time your car just blows up. No idea why. So I have to do as best as I can to avoid crashing into it. It's coming up here. That car right there. If I hit it, oh, sometimes your car can just completely explode when you hit that. I got lucky there. I have to avoid this guy, which is a dick. Sometimes there can be a train here. It's not there, but there's a Nazi. That's not fun. Like, the fucking train might as well have been there at that point. So, yeah. This is complete RNG. Whether these Nazis are here or not. And they literally just completely try to get in your way. Most of the time, you can lose that alarm when you do the first turn. But... because the Nazi was there and then another one spawned behind it, I couldn't lose it. But losing it super fast isn't that big of a deal because I know where to go. So, like, I'm obviously going to be driving the way I need to go the whole time, so it doesn't matter. It's not like you need to lose it to, and then it'll teleport you to the end of the mission or whatever. Where am I going? I wasn't even on the road. So yeah, now we're going to be when we ever take a car out, which isn't that often now, but whenever we do, we'll be taking this car. So now, very important for a mission later on, I need to make this car my getaway vehicle. Because I'm going to be using it later on to escape from a mission after I'm done. So now we've got another Bryman mission. Good old Bryman. This one is actually pretty difficult. Like, the missions get harder as you get further into the game. And this one is very easy to die on too. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. A lot of people shooting at you, a lot of damage you can take, and trying to rush through it and not killing anyone is just it's literally suicide.
Yeah, I got it.
So I'm gonna pull the car up in a certain way. There should be a cutscene. I want to turn enough that when I exit the cutscene I would stop like that. Sometimes I can still be rolling and I'll just dive out the car and that's not fun. So we can just go in this way. Kill a few of these guys just to get them out of the way. Don't want to pick up the gun. There's a gun on the floor that you can pick up instead of opening the door.
That was easy. Now the library.
I'm going to kill them just to be safe. Usually I wouldn't.
Well, here's the library.
Kill him.
Where's that
Kill him. Kill him.
Gotcha, you bastard.
Damn it. Can you hello? So now we're going to use some grenades to try and kill these guys efficiently. First grenade throw was bad, second one was okay. It actually killed all the ones in the room, so that was good. That was actually 2 good grenade throws. Now we got 2 big brutes, but just 2 well-placed grenades, and they did. Usually you can just kill them with 1, but I throw 2 just to be safe. And now we need to plant a
Merci, Sean. You one of Luke's fellas?
triggered explosive there. Wait for the cutscene. Once the cutscene happens, blow it up. Run back. Rip that guy.
Maybe I can rig something up with that boiler.
So now this guy's gonna come through. We're gonna shoot him. Nice rock. This section's very loud. So there's a few sections in this game where there's some things that happen that are extremely loud compared to everything else, even if you turn the game sound down. So here we wait because there's a chandelier that falls, and we don't want it to fall on us, so we wait for a second so we don't die. Now I want to kill these guys. You can actually take a lot of damage here, but usually it's fine. Now I want to kill all the guys in this room because it's very easy to die in this room if you don't. This is one room where you want to kill everyone because there's things that can happen that can just not be fun. So there's a big brute there as well. That's one of the reasons why we kill everyone, because him shooting at you as well as the normal enemies, it just does way too much damage. Now we're going to jump over. There's going to be a brute here. We're going to kill him with the big gun. Yeah, and now we've got to kill 3 brutes. I can actually take a lot of damage during this, but I should be fine. Okay, there we go. Now this, the old man that we rescued earlier, the doctor from the train, this is his daughter. So now we've saved her. Now we want to hope there's two set spawns for cars here. I'm gonna check both. I want to take the fastest one. Preferably if the fastest one was this one on this corner. So that one's slow. Okay. So there's 2 cars. There's this one, then there's one up there. Really? Take like 10 years. Fuck me. This game in a nutshell. This game in a nutshell.
Then we're on our way.
A little gust of wind and just falls on their ass. So now we just take a specific path back. I think this one's just following the waypoint. So now we're going to be doing Lambs to the Slaughter, which is probably one of my favourite missions in the game. And it was also the mission that was used in the Shots Fired trailer, which is pretty cool. So basically, the slaughterhouse has been taken over, and we gotta do a lot of shooting. So this is where I get the Tommy gun, or the MG. This is probably the best gun in the game. How fast it kills enemies. So we want to just kill these guys as efficiently as we can before the truck spawns. There's going to be a truck full of enemies that we want to shoot them out of. There you go. And now a big truck's going to spawn. This one's going to have some brutes. Each one of these big trucks has a brute, and it spawns in the back. So we're just going to wait for it to come out and then shoot it in the head, and then it shouldn't even get near you. Now another one comes. I need to move out the way so it doesn't run me over. So how fast I do that first truck depends on whether I get run over by this one. And there we go. Now we go over to the other side. That was really good.
Christ, these bastards don't.
Oh, I could have killed her then. Fuck me. That would have been nice. This section is just one truck. This one. And then we're going to get on an MG. Oh, got no ammo.
Let that happen.
I've never run out of ammo here. Where did you come from? That was really slow, so now I'm gonna have to be really fast doing this.
Zappa, headed your way.
Why isn't it? What? I have no clue. You can stop that. This isn't good at all. The MG's getting caught on something. It's not letting me shoot it. I can't shoot it that low. It's not letting me.
Zappa, stop him.
There's something in the way that's not letting me shoot it that low. And I don't know why. It's like the sandbag's getting caught on it, and that's never happened before. The only thing I can think of is I haven't had to shoot it that slow because I was so slow killing the enemies. That's the only thing I can think of. That was fucked. That should be it, right? I'm gonna wait just to see. It should be it. I don't think I lost time. I didn't lose time because I had to wait for that last truck to spawn anyway. So it didn't matter how fast I killed them. I'm just glad I fucking killed them. So the reason I panicked is because this strat I'm about to do, the HQ is going to take a lot of damage, and there was a zapper on the HQ that was planting a bomb, and I'm glad that I killed it before it did that. Why is it taking so much damage? Okay, so now I want to plant a few dynamite. Like 3, and then I want to plant a triggered explosive in the middle. And now I'm just going to hang off this wall. That's gonna blow up. Oh shit. That's taking so much damage right now. This isn't good. It's gonna actually fail. Oh, thank fuck for that. That's never happened before. I don't like, because I didn't get to shoot them with the MG. They did so much damage to the HQ that it nearly failed me there. That was close. Whatever. So basically, what I did was I planted the explosives and then I blew up the tank as it spawned. Now we're going to take this really slow car again on another journey to the catacombs.
Your friends sacrificed their lives to protect us. I only hope that one day I will be able to...
I didn't lose time though. That's the main thing. That never lost me any time, but I nearly lost a lot if that had failed. But I think right before the tank spawns, it gives you a checkpoint. So what I would have had to do is I would have had to just destroy the tank normally. That wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But I didn't fail, so that's good. So now I've got to hope I can lose these Nazis here. But it should be pretty easy to lose them before I get to this place I need to go. Because when you have an alarm, you can't trigger the event you're going to. So you need to lose it before you get there. These are not being nice. This is bullshit. They keep spawning. This isn't good. Okay, there we go. I gotta say one thing though. The curbs have been nice this run. The curbs have been nice. Now that I've said that, they're not going to be nice anymore. He's gonna get out the left. Yeah, I parked too close to the wall. So now we're going to be doing Dark Rain. This is a mission that is pretty difficult if you don't know how to do it.
Definitely, let's get to the fucking point.
And it's going to be the mission that I'm going to use the getaway car. So basically, this mission you add like location trackers to radio boxes, and you have to add like 7. And you're on rooftops when you're doing it, and it's not fun. And if you fail it at any point, you have to do the whole thing again, right from here. So that checkpoint I just got is the only checkpoint you get during this mission.
Bollocks. It'll be a fucking miracle if I don't get zapped up here.
Just want to shoot that guy. And these are the bugs of the planting, so that's 1. You can actually land on this guy and kill him, but I kind of messed it up there. If you jump on his head, he'll die. It's kind of awkward to do, and if you jump too far, you can just jump off the roof. Also, you can actually cancel these animations of you doing this. If there's a gun on the floor, and you trigger the radio thing, and then you pick up the gun, it cancels it. But there's no way to like consistently set that up to have a gun on the floor, but sometimes it just happens. And it usually happens on one of the ones coming up. I'll mention it when I get to it. So this one right here. As you can see, the enemy's right next to the transmission box. So when I kill him, he's going to drop his gun right in front of it. And as you can see, it's ticking away. You can hear it ticking, but I cancelled the animation. So I can land on this guy's head and kill him. I dropped off a bit too soon. Now there's an RPG guy that I need to kill really fast. So if I don't, he's going to give me a bad day. I've got no ammo again. I keep running out of ammo on that today. So now, final one. And then we're going to use the getaway car. So this is for the getaway car. So that's the mission done. But now we need to escape. And this area has no cars that are even remotely useful. So I'm going to be spawning a getaway car right there. How am I so close to dying? What the fuck? Holy shit. What is happening? Get in the car. No clue. How many people were shooting me there? This has never happened before. What do I need to... Okay. Shit. I have no clue where I'm driving to. I've never died on that, so I've never had to do this drive like this. See, that's why you don't save warp for that mission, because it's faster to just drive to the next mission. And that's why I use the getaway car, but since I died, I'm going to have to literally just 8-ball a fucking random route to get there now. It's a bit fucked. I'm pretty sure it's across a checkpoint. Yeah. I'll go. Yeah, no, not that one. That's so dumb. Like, this run was actually not too bad, and that just lost me too much. That just lost me a lot of time. So this is where the mission is, but now I've got to literally do circles here to lose the masses. Just 2 circles around this area, you'll reach them. Also, because I was rushing to get out, I took the wrong car. I wanted the Aurora for this, and I don't have it now. But it's fine. So this is where I would have ended up if I'd have drove in the right spot and hadn't have died. But it's just unfortunate that, like, there was so many Nazis after that area, and that's never happened before. There was so many of them, and I took so much damage. Nothing I can do. Can you climb the ladder?
If you can get inside, that's all I need to know.
Right. So now this is another mission where we're gonna go off the route the game wants us to take. So it wants us to get into that. There's a big hot air balloon that ends up at that fueling station, which we would ride over here, but we can just drive there. Like, it's a big sequence where you're standing in a hot air balloon just flying over the city, but we can just skip it. And there's something that can happen. We need to run over a general, and this general can move. And if he moves, I'm going to have a hard time trying to run him over. So this guy right here, I need to run him over. Okay, he didn't move. But sometimes he can. Wait, I lost my guns? What the fuck? Okay, there's one on the floor. Can you stop? Okay, I nearly died. Holy shit. That would have not have been fun if I'd have died. I would have had to do that all over. Like, I would have had to drive all the way back. There's no checkpoints in this mission. Also, cover your ears. This truck's really loud. Remember when I said there's a few things that are very, like, way louder than the game? Even if it's turned down. This truck entering is one of them. So, fun fact. You can't take damage on this section. Like, your truck cannot take damage for the first part of this. And then it can. Also, there's planes.
Step on it, Private. What do you think I'm doing?
I can't do that. I am Greaser. My mic picks up desktop sounds. Like, it picks up the stuff on my computer. So if I had it extremely loud in game, you'd hear an echo and it'd sound robotic. You'd hear the game twice and it would sound robotic. So I do that for a reason. Yes, it's a smarter idea, but I can't do it unless you want to be listening to garbage. So I have to turn the game down in-game. I mean, I probably could turn the game down in the volume mixer. But then I have to do that every single time I want to stream, and that's just not worth it. I'd rather just turn down the game sound. Now we've got to kill some planes.
Why aren't we moving? I don't know. The engine has stalled.
I did warn. I said cover your ears, but you probably couldn't hear me because of how loud it was.
I'll do it.
Hey,
What do you do? How do you... A little trick you taught me.
that's just crap. Now let's get the fuck out of here.
Gotta get all that contraband.
Sean, keep them off us. The attack is coming apart. Shut up and drive.
That is a fair point, Bearded Duck. That is a fair point. Right, that's it. It's basically on a time. There's a glitch you can do actually where you can get on this truck and get off of it right as it starts to move. And you can drive to this location and just wait for the truck to get here. But it's not fast at all. And it's very inconsistent to get off the truck and skip it. So, just no point in doing it. Just take the auto scroller. So with this running back here, it's actually probably faster to just run, because you're not running far. You could get a car, but the time it takes you to get a car and then get in it and then turn it around and then start driving back is just probably slower than just running to the place you want to go. So you're better off just running there. And now, remember at the start when I said there was 2 races in this game? Here's the second race. Except this race is heavily scripted and long as fuck. So this is supposed to be like a really insane race, like in the storyline. You also have nitrous in this race. But this race takes about 6 minutes and it's purely scripted. So the way this race works is there's a few opponents next to you. And basically there's 2 laps, okay? And you have to get to a specific point in each lap and then that triggers more to spawn. And the final set of races will spawn at the exact same point on the second lap every time. It's scripted to fuck. I don't think you can lose it unless you really, really suck. Unless you like crash into every corner and you can't turn an actual corner at all. You can't lose this race. So just enjoy driving for 5 minutes. There's not much more I can say about this. But after this race will be the actual first glitch in the run. So remember how I said that quick saving and quick loading is very broken in this game? Well, there's a few glitches that you can do with quick save, quick loading, but none of them are useful apart from one. I'll try to explain it so you can understand before I get there, because it's going to be hard to explain when I get there. But since I've got nothing to talk about in this race, I can just explain it then. So what happens is, after this race you get an alarm 5, which is the highest alarm, and it's very hard to lose it by just driving. Now, some missions have save points during missions. So most of the time when you're quick saving in a mission, it will take you off the mission back to a safe house. But there's a few missions where the save point is in the mission, and this is one of them. So after this race you get a save point, which you can then like quit the game and resume, and it'll start you at this mission, in this mission. So what you do is you kill yourself and then quick load. So the way you do that is you would plant a dynamite, you would blow it up and then instantly press quick load, and then at a certain point in your death fader you would spam quick load and then spam enter to retry at the same time. And what that does is that respawns you and there's no alarm, but then the game also thinks you're not on a mission, so it spawns mission markers. Technically you'd be thinking, oh wow, so you'd be able to start a mission while you're on a mission. No, if you go to a mission marker, sometimes you can talk to the person to start the mission but nothing happens, and sometimes it does nothing at all. Also, that was the first lap. So what you do is you kill yourself to remove the alarm, but then you're not on a mission anymore. So all you have to do is then trigger another alarm. So what you do is you drive through a natty checkpoint. That gives you an alarm 1, which is very easy to lose. So basically all it does is it means that you have to lose an alarm 1 instead of an alarm 5. And when you activate an alarm, that makes the game remember that you're on a mission. So when you lose that alarm, the mission will continue as normal. That makes sense? I wanted to explain that in depth because it's the only glitch in the run that I do, so I wanted to explain it. But yeah, there's a lot of more things that doing quick save, quick loading really breaks the game, which I'm hoping I can show off if the guys say it's okay after the run's done. But if I can't, it's fine. Hey, cat, nice. Nice. These planes sometimes crash as well. Well, I mean, I say it's scripted. They don't sometimes. There's specific points in the race where a plane will fly past and it'll just crash into a building. It's like nobody cares. So this is the point. This is the section in the second lap where this will always happen. This is where the last 6 racers spawn and Dierka. Dierka's in the white sports car. But I'm just gonna just slide past them right here. Also, Bryman dies. Thank fuck. I'm actually glad that Bryman dies because I don't have to deal with this stupid AI. But yeah, so like now I'm first. It's impossible to lose this race. Like, it really is. Right, that's the race. 5 minutes of driving, that's it. And now I'm going to do the only glitch of the run, which I just explained for that whole race. So once I get control, I'm going to mash to take out my dynamite. I'm going to plant the dynamite. I'm going to move out the way a bit. Also, this glitch takes away your guns. So I'm going to quick save, shoot it, quick load, wait, load now, mash enter. I'll retry at the same time. You'll see him spawn with his normal outfit, and then it will change. And as you can see, the alarm's gone. Mission markers are on the map, but like I say, they don't do anything if you actually try to activate them. As you can see, like it acts like I'm not on a mission. There's nothing for me to do. But when I drive through this checkpoint to get onto the other side, it will give me an alarm. When I lose that. Thank you. When I lose that alarm, it will update and then it will say, tell me to drive to the bell, which you'll see now. There you go. So now the mission markers come back, the waypoint's back, and we can continue normally. If you drive to the bell without going through that alarm or getting an alarm, nothing happens. You can't do anything because the game doesn't know where you are. So by activating the alarm, then the game remembers what you're doing and it goes back to normal.
Hold on, Vittori. Almost there.
So I'm going to take that same path I talked about where I drive up this alleyway and I always lose the alarm that I'm on. Every time. Plus we need to face... What the that was good. I pressed the wrong button. What? Oh, nice warp. Okay. I was meant to hold S to slow down the car and I was holding W. I mean, it's a good start.
The crowds will hit the catacombs next. I need to warn the resistance.
Now this mission can be pretty difficult if you don't know like the fastest way to do it. If you know the fastest way to do it and you do it right, this mission can be pretty simple. So basically just going to drive back the exact way we came and then go to the catacombs. Like I say, with these sports cars, the curbs are a nightmare. because of the way your wheels are positioned, the curbs can just completely throw you off and stop you. And that happens more with these cars than any other.
What's the punchline? Is there another Tom on it?
So now we're going to park this car in a specific spot because we're going to get it after this mission. Now, since we did that glitch, I have no guns. When you do the glitch that when you kill yourself in the load screen
This must be where the
and then retry, it takes away your guns. So because I have none, I'm going to have to silent kill this guy down here to take his gun. I could just beat him up, but obviously silent killing him is faster. So now, we want to do this a specific way so we don't take a lot of damage, but also so we can get through it as fast as possible. So there's going to be a few enemies. Just going to run past them.
I'm gonna need an explosion.
We want to kill these guys, shoot this barrel, put the gun away, and then just run through. We'll get a checkpoint around about here. There you go.
Jesus, hell of a lot of bones.
There's an enemy here that we need to kill.
For the crypt, eh?
Now we need to kill this guy, put away the guns, and go. We need to jump over this fire. We do this a specific way so we don't take too much damage, so we can get to each checkpoint. Now the same thing, we want to go in here, we want to jump, kill this guy, and there we go. That was close, but it's fine.
Jesus, looks
You
like a
usually
shortcut
shouldn't
to
die.
hell.
Thanks for shooting me, dickhead. He shot me right as I was about to jump, so I lost all my speed. As did a pony jump across the gap. Oh, fuck me. I was meant to stop sprinting there. Like, I did all the hard stuff in this run. Now I'm messing up the easy stuff's pretty good. So I walk off. There you go. Oh, if you'd have died again, man. So now we climb up here. Sometimes it won't let you climb this. It's very finicky. We just have to activate this checkpoint. Once you get to a certain point when you're climbing, that checkpoint will start on a timer. So now we just need to kill these guys as fast as we can. Sometimes it can be pretty tough because of the way these guys are. Because of their armored guys. And then this guy just likes to hide behind fucking walls. There you go. Kill this guy as fast as we can. And then throw grenades. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Nice. And now we just basically wait for dialogue. This dialogue's pretty broken because it's a section of dialogue that you can't hear because of the audio balance in this game. So you can't hear this. There's one line that there's two lines that they say that you can hear, and that's it. And also the final cutscene of the game does the same thing. So whenever you watch the final cutscene, you won't be able to hear what they're saying, but they don't say much. So right here, when they walk away, you'll be able to hear these talk.
The catacombs
There.
are lost. We can't ever return there.
Can't say I'll miss the place.
And that's it. Then you can't hear him again. It's fucking stupid. So now we're gonna go and move the car. Now this is pretty much RNG section of the run. So we need to get a note to progress. And there's these messengers that. Can you move out the way, Mr. Nazi Man? So there's these messengers that deliver you notes, and it's completely random which note they give you. Obviously, getting the note we need first try is good, but it can take up to 3. So we just need to wait for the note guy. Okay, here he is.
A man by the name of
Okay, so he gave me the racing one. So now I have to wait again.
I thought you might be interested. Skylar.
There he is.
I took the
There you go, and that's the one I need.
seat on the next flight to Saarbrücken.
That was pretty fast.
Right. And don't be late. I'll be waiting for you at the airstrip. Skylar.
How'd I get an alarm? What the fuck? Oh, I drove through a checkpoint, didn't I? Never mind. Most of the time when I'm doing this drive, I'm not paying attention to the map. I'm just doing the drive, so I don't think I ever noticed before. If I can drive the car a certain way, I might be able to run over Skylar in this cutscene. Let's see. Ooh, it's close. I let it play for a bit because I wanted to see if I could hit her. Pick it up.
We need to move. The crowds must have seen us coming in.
So now I'm gonna aim at these guys to make them stop. I'm gonna wait for them to get out before I shoot them because I've had it where this car blew up on this drive and I don't want that to happen. So me shooting at them in the car to kill them is going to just damage the car, and I don't want that. Safe strats and all. If I didn't aim at them though, they'd keep on driving and they'd drive right into the plane, and that's just slower.
Never mind. It's Skylar. Give him hell, sweetheart.
I assume you have a plan for getting into the business.
Oh shit, it's a tank. That's not good. Okay, it didn't hit me right. What the fuck was that? Something blew up under my car. Like, this game is so random sometimes. Also plane.
I'm bloody glad she's on our side. The battery's over there.
Right, so I'm gonna pull up here.
We're in.
Oh, it's on fire. If she dies, I swear to God. Pick it up! Game! That was very slow. So now I want to throw a few grenades to try and just damage them. Basically, I don't have to kill everyone here. I just have to wait for the flamethrower guys to spawn, and I need to kill the MG guys. Once the flamethrower guys are here, I can just go. But I want to kill the guys with the... wait and then blow those up. That should knock down these guys. Yeah. Now there's a few guys on the left, and I want to use some grenades. So I want to throw these grenades in a specific spot. That was kind of bad, but I'll take it. Okay. Now, if I can get a really good time grenade here, I can kill all these guys in one throw. But it's kind of difficult to do. Yeah, I got one. That's still pretty fast. Deal, but yeah, that one guy spawns and that's it. And now I just wait. And next I'm going to be doing a little skip. It's just an oversight from the developers, really. So as you can see now, the enemies are spawning. So what I'm going to do is this game, this second RPG or rocket launcher ammo. Nice kick. And I'm going to be using this to skip a part of this. So we talk to this guy. Nice, what was that? Sometimes, anyway, so you have to blow up these things. You can actually blow them up before the casing opens if you use the RPG. So, if you shoot them with the rocket launcher, what I'm doing now is I press E and this opens them. But because I've already destroyed them, it just goes straight to the next phase. Also, sometimes you can activate this prompt really early and nobody knows what causes it. So now we can just destroy this straight up. Wait. And then checkpoint restart. Because we skipped blowing up the first ones the normal way, all the enemies are spawned, so we checkpoint restart to despawn them all. Now we just kill these enemies. It's you don't have to kill these ones fast because you have to wait for him anyway, so you just basically getting him out of the way. Throw some grenades over there, you know. See if we can get some of them. Yeah, the grenade actually killed that guy and that guy. And now we just wait. You don't have to wait for him there, but if you stand by the door, it sometimes can get stuck, so it's just getting consistency.
Where's this going? We'll make a hero out.
Where are you going?
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Jericho will be leaving the city soon. We best get moving.
Sean.
And now the final drive of the run.
It's about June.
You don't need to say it. I can see your brother's
Overall,
I close my eyes. I can still
I'd say that run was pretty good. Apart from a few things that, you know, a few deaths and stuff that lost me a bit of time, but overall that was a pretty good run. But yeah, now we're on the final drive.
But he was only one life, one murder among millions. This is not about my brother anymore. This is about something bigger than you or me. Can you not see that?
Yeah. I'm starting to.
And it's only fitting for it to end at the Eiffel Tower. What happened with the stream, by the way? Did it freeze? Right, so now we're just taking the elevators up to the top. I'm just going to stand here and shoot my bullets because I don't need them. Now we just... No, don't grab that. Now we just wait on this side to get through.
Looks like I missed the party.
Mother Mary!
He's upstairs. Jesus, this place is a morgue.
Alright, get ready on time. Get ready on time. Rip Dirka. And time. PB, what the fuck? Nice. To be fair, that run started off well. A few mistakes, but that was close to my PB, so that was a pretty good run, I think. But yeah, this is the final cutscene that hasn't said. There's not that you can't hit. Just read the subtitles. You can't see what they're saying. Just pretend he's got a really deep voice and he's very, very scary when he says it. And just read it. I'm just getting started, and then yeah, it's pretty good. 2:14:15. My PB is like a low 2:13, so that was only a minute off my PB. This song's also copyright, so I'm going to skip this. But just show the glitch. Just let me know. Thanks for the GGs, guys. Also, the YOLO jump. After everyone, you gotta do. You actually get an achievement or trophy for doing this on console if you jump off and land in this water. But yeah, if I'm allowed to show off the glitch, just let me know. If not, we can just move on to setting up dead aim. Right, I can show it. Okay. So the auto saving in this game, like broken. I'm gonna load up a save. Which one could I load? Do this at. I mean, I just need one off mission, so I'll just quick save house. So I'm only gonna show it once at one section. Yeah, it'll do here. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is there's the gun store around the corner. It works with it works with the mechanic as well, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll use the mechanic. So what I need to do is I need to press the quick load button as I press E to get in the quick load menu in this, like that. And then when I load, the game does some. It's just, you'll see. So I'm gonna press load, and now we're in the air. So basically, what's happened is the game gets put into a really big slowdown. And when you quick save in those menus, it tries to put you in the safe house that you quick loaded into, and all the safe houses are loaded in the sky above the map. So technically, this is where I would be if I was in the safe house, but it's not loaded. And after a certain amount of time, this is why I said it takes a while, because you have to wait. After a certain amount of time, you'll see what happens. Let's just wait for it. That's a pretty nice view. I'm just gonna do this once because it's pretty funny that this is even a thing. But it's not useful. Like I say, sometimes takes a while, but because what's happening is the game is in a really big slowdown because it's trying to load, and when you're inside the mechanic or the gun store, when you do the quick load, it completely breaks the game, and it has no idea what to do. And it's still weird why it does. Don't understand why, but yeah, you just wait for a certain amount of time, and you'll see. Probably could have been something better I could have showed, but this is the only thing that's really weird with the quick save loading, apart from stuff that could skip stuff but it doesn't. That's not really funny. Actually, I haven't done this in a while, so it might not even work. Okay, there we go. So now I spawn in the air and I fall and then I can't die. So what happens is the game whoa, look at his eyes. What the fuck was that? His eyes were like pure white. Is he actually giving me a message? Oh yeah, I can't read the message because I'm okay. So what basically happened? As you can see, everything's all weird. Textures are fucked. The musky looks like ass. So what's happening is the game thinks I'm inside the bell, in the sky, but since it doesn't load. It spawns me in it, but since it's not there, I just fall. And when you're inside of an interior, you can't take damage, so you just fall and land. But also, when you're in interior, you can't sprint. But the only thing I can do is drive a car. As you see, if I try to get in, it won't let me. But yeah, it's a funny little glitch. All right. Next is me again. I'm gonna be doing Resident Evil Dead Aim. So yeah, give me a few minutes to set that up, and then I'll be right back doing that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed Saboteur. I really enjoyed showing off the run. It's a really good run, and it went well too. But yeah, thanks for watching.